Hello friends, welcome you all in Seva Samajik Vikas Sanstha Sataram. I'm Manisha, welcome you all in our English session. Today we are going to discuss second part of our topic sentence connector. So in the last video we had discussed few connectors and how they are usually we use to join the sentences. So today we are going to see some other connectors. Okay, the conjunctions which we are using to join the sentences. So here the next conjunction is not only but also. And the sentences are A, B, C, D. Four sentences are given to you. So which sentences can be joined with this connector, not only and but also? That we need to find out. Now let's see the sentences. This redesigned seat is healthier for the body. It, second sentence, it allows for a sounder sleep so that when passengers arrive at their final destination, they feel very refreshed. The redesign focused on much more private experience for a business class travelers, one in which each passenger has his or her own compartment. The redesign does in the same way look like what first class used to look like before the best seats on the airline turn into mini logs. Now see here, the options are A and B, B and C, C and A, or A, B and C, D. So that we have to find out. So when we are using this connector, not only but also. So this phrase or these connectors we can use when the both things with whom we are going to compare, it should be equally important. Means not only but also in the sentence we use to paralyze for paralyzing should be the goal, and that time only we are using this connectors. It means that the word following both part of these correlative conjunction should belong to the same part of speech. So for example, if a noun follow not only, then the noun only should follow but also. So like that arrangement must be there. If we use this not only but also connectors to use the or join this sentence A and B. So how the sentence can be not only this redesign seat is healthier for body, but it also allows for a sound sleep, so that when the passenger arrived at their final destination, they feel more refreshed. So this A and B both we can join with not only but also. But this C and D we cannot join with this connector, or either this A we cannot join with remaining C and D. So A is the option, correct option here, only A and B. See the next connector rather than. Now rather than, when we use, it is used to give more importance to one thing when two alternatives or preferences will be given. Now let's see the sentences given here. See there. As for the risk of more pronounced slowdown, Bloxham says here there is a risk, but if it were to occur, it would likely to driven by external factors. Australian house price growth is slowly, auction clearance rates for falling, and the housing finance is also starting to soften. All pointed to cooling in the border housing market after a year of a strong price growth. The question that many are not asking is whether this slowdown will lead to outright price decline. Domestic factors influencing the risk of pronounced slowdown should be avoided. Now, in this given sentence, we have to use connector rather than. So when we can use this rather than when we want to give importance to something, means one thing is more important than something. So these all sentences, sentence A and sentence D can join with this rather, means rather than this connector we can use here. So how we can use here? See the first sentence. As for risk, a more pronounced slowdown. Bloxham says there is a risk, but if, see here, but if it were to occur, it would likely to driven by the external factor. Okay, rather than, rather than what? Rather than domestic factor, and that's all. No need to use this. Influencing the risk of pronounced slowdown has been avoided because already that part is here. Okay, so two things are compared, external factors and domestic factors. And we have to compare it and give more importance more to one factor. And that's why rather than can be used here to join only this A and D. Here B and C we cannot join with this conjunction. So only A and D. So option B is the answer. Next connector is although. Amanda Stavley has made a second bid in her attempt to buy Newcastle United. The current owner, Mickey Shelley, is yet to accept it and could ask her to increase the offer for a second time. Hopes are high that negotiations are edging closer to completion. The sources have told Telegraph Sport that Stavlis has still not offered enough for the takeover to go through at this stage. Now, these sentences we have to join with although. What do you mean by although? Although means in spite of the factor, fact dash dash dash. So if you will see, both these sentence means A and B can join with although, and C and D, these two sentences also we can join with although. So how the sentences can be? See here the first one. So although where we can use is, see the first and second sentence means A and B. So Amanda Stanley has made a second deed. Second bid. Bid means in auctions what we are doing, that bid. In her attempt to buy Newcastle United, although the current owner, Mickey Shelley, is yet to accept it and could ask her to increase the offer for a second time. Now the second CND. Hopes are high that negotiations are edging closer to completion, although the sources have told Sport that Stavlis has still not offered enough for the takeover to go through at this stage. So A and B can join with although, and C and D also join with although. So here from A, B, C, D, E, option C is the answer. Now here the question is little bit different. Here two sentences are given to you, and from these given options, even though, because, each, so, even after, you have to use proper conjunction here. They have guided him in his tough time. He, baga, see here, you had guided him. And again, in this sentence, he would have been a success story. Now, here, if this happened, then only. So, if conjunction we can use here. If you had guided him in his tough time, comma, he would have been a success story. So, answer is C. Next. Again, two sentences are given. The plane skidded off the runway. Skidded means slipped out or out of control. The runway. The brakes were jammed. So this is the result of this. Options are there, here, over, because, under. Now in this only because is the connector and it is suitable here. because one is the result of something or this is the reason of this. So the plane skidded off the runway because the brakes were jammed. Next example, Banks gown can have zero balance. The account holder should not have any outstanding payment. So when it will be provided that before, after, here, as much as, so provided that we can use here to join these two sentences. So when the first thing is can be possible when the second condition is fulfilled. So see the sentence: a bank account can have zero balance provided that the account holder should not have any outstanding payments. Next, police have said crime has fallen by 28%. The Britain was locked down to battle the coronavirus, as well as since, finally, soon, and next. These words are given to use as a conjunction. See, both sentences do not have any connection with each other. So they can join with the since. Means this thing is happening, but another thing is faced by or another fact is there. So see here, police have said crime has fallen by 28% since, and join the sentence, since Britain was locked down to battle the coronavirus. So here we have used B option is the answer here because we have used since. So friends, in this way we can use connector to join the sentences, and the question can be asked like this in the exam. Thank you for being with me. Have a good day to everyone.